Hey y'all, it's Little People Adventures here again with Stan from the Albert family, and me and him are gonna do Little People Questions Part 2.
Yep.
2.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Part 2. You just thought we was gonna be back.
But we are
I
back.
know, right? So guys, we're gonna get into this interview question because Thomas is a very interesting person. So I want to ask him questions about his family life. So we're going to get to know Thomas a little bit better. So I'm asking questions about growing up with his family, but being a little person. So Thomas, are you the only little person in your family?
I am, right as of right now, I am, but I grew up, my dad was a little person as well, but my dad passed away. And as far as me and him, he can remember when he was born, as he was the only little person in his family as well. And his brothers, he has 4 brothers, and they're actually average height, and he's the only little person in their family. So
are you like the second generation of little people, or does it stand back from there? Or do you know?
As far as from what I can remember him telling me is that he was the only little person in his family. Then he had me, so that'd be the only little person that they can remember.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, all your family members, so do you have brothers or sisters?
I have one brother.
One brother? And he is, I guess, average height?
He's average.
Average height?
He's average.
And are you the younger or the older?
I'm the older one.
Okay. So, with your family, when you was born, so you're 25, 26, right?
Yeah, 26. 26.
Okay. So when you was born, do you know, because you might not know this one, was there any kind of indication, like where the doctors told your mom or your parents that, hey, when he's born, he's going to be a little person too? Or is it, we didn't have the technology back then, or do you know? Actually,
that's a good question, because actually, before I was born, in my mom's ultrasound, you could tell that I was a little person because of my different arm length and everything. They did you know how like they do measurements now? They could actually tell that I was going to be a little person.
Okay, so I got a question. This is a question from me because I got to know this. So when you was born, like what was your like height and what did you weigh? Was you like a big baby or was you like a small baby?
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. I know I had complications when I was born, but other than that, I do not remember my height.
What kind of, did you have complication because you was a little person or just because?
I want to say a little bit of both.
Okay. A
little bit of both.
And what was the complication because you was I was going to give you some hard questions. The more you talk, the more, because I'm discovered about you, man.
Yeah.
These are questions that I don't know about Thomas myself. So as you guys are getting to know him, I'm also getting to know him too.
Yeah.
So, a little person.
Yes, there were.
What I wanted to know, or what me and the viewers wanted to know, is what type of complications that you went through.
So basically when I was born I had the complications being born. And after I was born, the doctor gave me CPR or oxygen first, I can't remember. But with one of those things that happened is my heart shut down. And they gave me oxygen or CPR, and then my whole body shut down. And in that process, they told my dad to start calling family because they did not think I was going to make it. And then the whole entire process of like 10 to 15 minutes, I had a grade 4 brain bleed. And I can remember my mom telling me this. It was like, hey, your son may not be normal because he had a grade 4 brain bleed. And that is actually the most severe brain bleed that you can possibly have.
Wow. So it is almost would have been an opportunity where we wouldn't have met.
Yeah, we wouldn't have met. Never. Like I would not have made it past 24 hours.
Wow.
But I did.
Wow. Well, we're glad you did.
I'm very glad I am too.
We're glad you made it, man. So after all that news of finding that out, and let's fast forward a couple of months later. So you became a healthy baby after all that?
Yeah, I did. Okay. I became a healthy baby, and I was just normal.
Okay. And you never had any type of complications after that?
No, I have not. I have had leg surgery because I was bow-legged. And that's common with dwarfism. But other than that, that's only major surgery I've really had. Until later on down the road when I could possibly have to have back surgery.
Now, at what age that you noticed, like you had the moment
Yeah.
when you was, so you said your dad was a little person,
My dad was
right?
a little person, yeah.
So was your dad the same height as you? Was he a little bit taller, a little bit shorter?
I'm actually an inch taller. He's 4'2", and I want to say I'm 4'3".
At what age did you notice that your dad was different from everybody else?
I want to say I just knew from the time I was like, I'll say 6 or 7, that he was a little person like me.
Okay. And how tall is your mom?
My mom is 5'2" or 5'3".
Gotcha. Did you ever think, at a certain age, that you would not be a little person and grow to be tall?
Actually, this is really interesting. They have surgeries out there that if little people who don't want to be little anymore, they can actually go get surgery. And I actually, at a time in my life, thought about getting the process done for the surgery. But it's really hard and complicated and painful because basically what they have to do is they go in and cut your bones, and they have to cut them, and they cut them and add pins into your legs, and somewhere along there it stretches you out basically, and it's really painful and it hurts. And there've been a lot of complications from what I've read and heard from that kind of surgery.
That's interesting that you say that. So let's flash forward. Let's say 5 years from now.
Yeah.
When me and you both are big on YouTube.
Exactly.
And you're making endless amount of money.
Yeah.
Would you have the surgery if
No,
you could?
I would not.
Okay. And reason why?
Reason why would be because the way I look at it is, I was made this way for a reason. If somebody or God wanted to make me tall, he'd have made me tall. But I'm this way for a reason, and I have learned to adapt and accept the fact that I'm going to be little. I like being a little person. It's interesting. There's daily challenges, which I'm okay with, and it's just fun in life.
Good answer. That's a good answer. So, you said is you a little person, your dad a little person.
Yeah.
There's nobody in your... Have you ever done a family tree where you went back just to see?
I have not done a family tree. I've never done a family tree.
Okay. And did you ever... Because, like, these are questions that I want to know, too.
Yeah.
You know, I'm asking questions that I think viewers want to know, but these are also personal questions. So, what causes people to be little people? Like, is it a gene or is it...
It actually is a gene.
Okay.
Because it's going to get really technical here. So basically how it works is when my dad's grandparents had him, it was a mutant gene. And so when he
you're
was
like an X-Man.
Yeah, kind of. So it's like a mutant gene happened, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, you're an X-Man. You're not a turtle.
It was a mutant gene. It was a mutant gene that happened. And he gave it to, and when he met my mom, it was a 50-50 chance of him not a little person. And so later on down the road, when I have kids, if I was to marry another dwarf, there would be a chance we could have a double dominant baby, which would not be good because double dominants don't make a good baby. There'd be complications with it, or there'd be chances of it not living. But other than that, I will always have the little person gene in me. And so if I marry somebody average height, 50-50 chance I could have a normal sized kid or a dwarfism kid.
Okay. So go back to that. So you say if you met another little person,
yeah,
and y'all guys decided to have a baby,
yeah,
it could be more complicated.
It could be more complication because it's 2 dominant genes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
It gets really complex.
Yes.
And complex.
I can see that. I think that's about it. All the questions that I have for you, Thomas. I appreciate you having me here again on Little People of Adventures.
It's always fun.
Yes, it is. Yes, always have a good time.
Oh, yeah. So this is Little People Adventures. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button. And if you really like the video and want to see more questions about little people, hit the subscribe button and comment down below. And to stay tuned for what videos me and Stan do next.
Yes, indeed.
Y'all have a great day.